Be me. 28-year-old woman, always considered myself strong feminist. Believe in calling out sexism and educating men about equality. Pretty decent looking, good job, interesting hobbies and conversation. Dating scene going okay, getting plenty of first dates. Notice disturbing pattern over past 6 months though. Guys seem interested during initial meeting and conversation. First dates go well. Good chemistry, lots of laughing. Then they completely disappear after first encounter. No second date requests, texts become short and distant. Should be finding quality men who appreciate strong women. Instead, feel like I'm being systematically rejected by everyone. First notice pattern with accountant from dating app. Coffee date goes amazingly well. Talk for 3 hours. He seems genuinely interested in my thoughts and opinions. Conversation flows naturally about careers, travel, life goals. Walk to parking lot together, he says, had great time. Text him next day. Really enjoyed meeting you yesterday. Yeah, me too, followed by complete radio silence. Wait week for him to suggest second date. Finally text asking if he wants to grab dinner. Sorry, pretty busy with work right now. Realize he's politely declining without direct rejection. Second guy, construction worker, seemed really into me. Dinner date at nice restaurant? He pays without hesitation. Share stories about family, childhood, funny work experiences. He laughs at my jokes, asks thoughtful questions. Seems attracted and engaged throughout entire evening. We should definitely do this again soon. Drive home feeling optimistic about potential relationship. Text him 2 days later about weekend plans. Had fun, but don't think we're compatible. Confused because evening felt incredibly compatible to me. Third guy, software engineer, similar pattern emerges. Lunch date turns into 4-hour conversation, discuss books, movies, political views, personal philosophies. He agrees with most of my feminist perspectives. It's great meeting woman who cares about social justice. Exchange numbers, plan to text about second date. Week goes by without hearing from him at all. Finally reach out. Want to grab drinks this weekend? Sorry, started seeing someone else. Wonder how he found someone else so quickly. Friend Sarah suggests maybe I'm coming on too strong. Perhaps tone down political talk on first dates. Guys might feel intimidated by your strong opinions. Decide to test theory with next few dates. Match with teacher who seems liberal and open-minded. Dinner conversation focuses on lighter topics initially. Travel stories, favorite restaurants, family backgrounds. Feel like I'm hiding important part of my personality. When conversation naturally shifts toward current events, share thoughts about workplace gender discrimination. That's interesting perspective with sudden energy shift. Body language changes, becomes less engaged and attentive. Date ends politely, but texting becomes sporadic immediately. Marketing manager date reveals more specific pattern. Drinks at trendy bar, conversation flowing really well. Discuss careers. He seems impressed by my professional success. Mention recent promotion and salary increase. Wow, that's more than I make honestly. Atmosphere shifts slightly, but conversation continues. Talk about future goals and relationship expectations. Looking for partner who supports women's equality. Definitely believe in equality, but seems less enthusiastic. Drive home feeling like I said something wrong. Text exchange becomes one-word responses within days. Visit coffee shop for date with graphic designer. Really handsome guy, seems creative and thoughtful. Share story about confronting sexist coworker recently. Had to educate him about microaggressions in workplace. His expression changes from interested to uncomfortable. That must have been an awkward situation. Try to explain importance of calling out problematic behavior. Someone has to hold men accountable for sexism. He nods politely, but enthusiasm clearly diminished. Rest of date feels forced and awkward. No surprise when he doesn't text afterward. Brother Tom offers perspective after hearing dating frustrations. Maybe guys feel like they're being tested constantly. First dates should be fun, not political education. Describe how I naturally share my values and beliefs. That's an important part of who I am. Maybe save deeper stuff for later dates. Resist advice because feminist values aren't negotiable. Continue dating approach, but start paying closer attention. Date with financial advisor goes well until dinner conversation. Discussing career goals and professional aspirations. My company has terrible gender pay gap. Planning to file complaint with HR about discrimination. He becomes quiet and starts checking phone frequently. That sounds like difficult situation to navigate. No follow-up questions about my experience or feelings. Conversation shifts to safer topics, but chemistry died. Another first date, without second date follow-through. Match with doctor who seemed perfect on paper. Intelligent conversation about healthcare and social issues. Share story about feminist book club I organize. We're reading about dismantling patriarchal structures. His response, that sounds very academic. Discuss importance of feminist education for men. Most men don't understand their privilege. He agrees verbally, but body language suggests discomfort. Medical emergency interrupts date. He has to leave. Text apology seems genuine, but no rescheduling attempt. Friend Lisa shares similar experience with dating struggles. Mentioned my women's rights activism on first date. Guy seemed supportive, but never called again. Realize pattern happening to other feminist women too. Discuss whether hiding beliefs is compromise worth making. Maybe we're weeding out incompatible men early, but also eliminating all potential dating partners. Question whether feminist authenticity compatible with dating success. Visit therapist who specializes in relationship issues. Noticing pattern where men avoid second dates. Describe typical first date conversations and interactions. Sharing feminist beliefs seems to end romantic interest. Therapist suggests examining approach and timing. Core values important, but delivery matters too. Consider whether first date is appropriate venue. Resist suggestion that I should modify authentic self. Date with chef goes well until political conversation. Passionate discussion about social justice issues. Share experience organizing workplace equality workshop. Educated male colleagues about unconscious bias. His enthusiasm for conversation noticeably decreases. Sounds like you're really committed to activism. Absolutely, it's my life's work. That's admirable, but tone suggests otherwise. Another great first date followed by dating silence. Attend friend's wedding, where married women offer advice. Save political talk for after he's already invested. Men need to fall for you before learning ideology. First dates about attraction, deeper stuff comes later. Feel frustrated by suggestion to hide fundamental beliefs. Feminism isn't hobby, it's core identity. Maybe that's why you're not getting second dates. Wedding conversations make me question dating approach. Match with veterinarian who loves animals like me. Coffee date discussing pet rescue and animal rights. Conversation naturally progresses to human rights issues. Share story about confronting street harassment recently. Told catcaller his behavior was unacceptable. Good for you for standing up. Discuss importance of women speaking out against sexism. Silence enables oppression to continue. He agrees but seems uncomfortable with confrontational approach. Predictable pattern. Great first date, no second contact. Research online dating advice for feminist women. Discover articles about hiding political views initially. Let men get to know you before revealing activism. Feel disgusted by advice to deceive potential partners. Be authentic to yourself. Conflicts with get second dates. Question whether modern dating compatible with feminist authenticity. Brother's friend explains male perspective during family gathering. Guys worry about dating feminists. Feel like everything they do gets criticized. First date's already nerve-wracking without political pressure. Describe how I naturally share important values. Maybe wait until they're more comfortable. First date should be about getting to know each other. Resist advice to compartmentalize fundamental beliefs. Date with personal trainer reveals physical attraction and complications. Obviously attracted to each other. Great chemistry. Conversation about fitness leads to body positivity discussion. Society's beauty standards oppress women. Media promotes unrealistic expectations for female bodies. He agrees, but enthusiasm diminishes noticeably. You're clearly confident in your own skin. Confidence isn't enough, needs systemic change. Another physically attracted man who loses interest immediately. 6 months of consistent pattern forces honest self-evaluation. Getting first dates easily, but 0 second dates. Men initially attracted and engaged until political conversations. Feminist beliefs creating barrier to romantic connection. Every attempt to educate men about sexism ends dating. Question whether compromise possible without betraying values. Understand that first dates serve different purpose. Men looking for romantic connection and compatibility. I'm looking for ideological alignment and educational opportunity. Different goals creating incompatible dating experiences. Feminist authenticity eliminating romantic possibilities completely. Realize timing might matter more than content. Sharing deepest political beliefs during first meeting. Overwhelming men who want gradual relationship development. Feminist education happening too early in dating process. Political compatibility important, but maybe not first priority. Learn that many men associate feminism with criticism. Previous experiences with feminist women created defensive response. Anticipate constant correction and political pressure. First date. Feminism discussion triggers avoidance instinct. Men choosing self-protection over potential romantic connection. Discover that attraction and ideology operate differently. Physical and emotional attraction happens quickly. Political compatibility develops through longer relationship. Expecting ideological alignment during first date, unrealistic. Romantic connection needs foundation before political discussion. Start questioning whether hiding beliefs is authentic compromise. Values important, but presentation and timing matter too. Feminist identity doesn't require immediate political education. Gradual revelation might allow relationship development. Balance between authenticity and romantic strategy. Understand that men interpret feminist discussion as warning. This woman will constantly critique my behavior. First date, feminism suggests relationship will be political battleground. Men choosing easier romantic options over ideological challenge. Feminist reputation preceding actual personality and chemistry. 6 months later, experiment with modified dating approach. Still authentic feminist, but strategic about timing. Focus first dates on personal connection and chemistry. Save deeper political discussions for relationship development. Surprising result. Actually getting second and third dates. Learn that feminist authenticity and dating success compatible. Requires strategic presentation rather than value compromise. Men more receptive to feminist ideas after emotional investment. Relationship foundation allows political discussion and growth. Timing matters more than abandoning core beliefs. Realize that effective feminism includes understanding male psychology. Education and more successful after trust and attraction established. First date. Political pressure creates resistance rather than learning. Strategic approach to feminist dating creates better outcomes. Authenticity includes wisdom about when and how to share beliefs. Understand that dating success doesn't require betraying feminism. Requires understanding that romance and politics operate differently. Men need emotional connection before ideological commitment. Feminist education more effective within trusting relationship. Strategic feminism more successful than confrontational approach. Discovered that men don't reject feminism, they reject first date pressure. Political discussion feels like test rather than conversation. Feminist education interpreted as immediate criticism. Romantic connection impossible under political evaluation. Timing and presentation matter more than belief modification. Learned that feminist dating success requires strategic authenticity. Core values non-negotiable, but delivery adaptable. Men more receptive to feminist ideas after relationship investment. First dates about attraction, deeper alignment develops later. Effective feminism includes understanding when and how to educate.